Hey, how's it going? John here with Lumi University, and today I just wanted to talk about something that I think is really important when it comes to learning anything, but particularly for photography, and that's learning principles rather than just formulas. And I see this all the time where folks are like, oh, what's your lighting setup? Or can I get your Lightroom presets and stuff like that? And while those tools can be useful in their own way, especially for real world examples, I really don't think that's how you should learn. You shouldn't be just studying lighting diagrams and then copying them and keeping a bank of a million different diagrams in your head. That's kind of like, looking at Bob Ross paintings and memorizing the exact way he painted every single painting so that you can create any painting Bob Ross has ever made. It's a little bit silly. And so instead, the better way is to think of all of the different techniques that are used to create the look that you want. So break down sets by individual items, individual lights, individual, cameras, things like that, and really get a grasp of those principles. So for using Bob Ross as an example again, instead of studying how he, made the painting and recreating his painting, study the techniques of how he brushes on the trees, study in how he scrapes in the mountains, and use those techniques to create your own work. And beyond that, you can learn techniques outside of any individual that uses their own specific techniques. Like I have a really low-key kind of aesthetic, and I use a lot of grids and hard lights and gels, and that's just my style. But you can combine that with a lot of other people's styles too. You can get inspiration from tons of different creators who create tons of different effects, and you can mix and match all of those things. So it's understanding the principles of light, where to place it to get the effect that you want, the principles of camera operation and camera settings to get the end result that you're going for, and it's combining all of the tools together to create the image you want, rather than just kind of going back in the archives thinking of a set that looks like something you could create and recreating it. You should be able to, by understanding the physics of light and the optics of cameras and things like that, you should be able to think of whatever it is you have in your mind and create it in the real world without thinking of formulas and without having to memorize stuff. It's about understanding the principles. So I just wanted to talk about that. It's really, really important. I see so many new photographers who just struggle to do anything with their work to create something beautiful. And it's because they're just so focused on what are the formulas? What are the lighting setups? What's the 3-point lighting? What's the 2-point lighting? It's just, when you break it down, really what you need to learn are those basic principles: lighting, optics, composition, and then from there build your own set. So I just wanted to ramble about that a little bit. I think I might do a little more of these series where it's just talking straight to camera. Let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to cover, but I think it's really important to study the principles, understand how everything works, and create your own artwork and make it great. That's about it. Have a good one.